Oh, boy, it's tough falling to professionals. Why'd you do that to us?
That's harsh.
Good evening. As Jill said, I'm Toby Wright, my wife Nancy Ward, and Tom. We are so excited to be here tonight to celebrate you. This is a really big deal. I mean, you've been here for 50 years. No, sorry. KXP has been here for 50 years. You haven't been here quite that long, but you've been here a really long time. I started listening to KCMU. I've got my KCMU shirt on. Tom has his KCMU shirt. In 1984, shortly before Tom came to the station. And I've been an annual donor to the station for nearly 40 years. But Nancy and I didn't have the pleasure of meeting Tom until 2011 when he hosted us on a tour of the Dexter Avenue facility. Shortly after that, we found ourselves working closely with Tom on the campaign for the new home.
Yeah, and what really struck me about you, Tom, that first meeting is the same as what I saw working throughout the campaign, and it remains true today. You're really tall. And also kind and gentle and patient and curious, as Kevin said. We asked a lot of questions when we started to learn about the guts of the station, but none of them were things that you hadn't already inquired for yourself. And it was clear from the depth of your responses that you really genuinely love learning. And it seems to me that curious, discovering mindset is an essential ingredient of the success of the station and of the success of the relationships that you've built in your leadership over the decades. And while the special sauce of the KEXP community comes from the ground up, the nourishment of that growth is consistent from the very top on down. And Tom, your leadership really shines through on this.
And that community that Nancy mentioned isn't just the local University of Washington campus radio station where this all began. Tom, you've grown KXP into truly a global arts organization. And I'm just grateful that now the signal goes further than Kirkland, which is as far as when I started listening to the station.
Yeah.
Now we can find KXP wherever we travel in the world. And when we travel, we're amazed to see little KXP stickers stuck in some of the craziest places. KXP represents Seattle around the globe, and you should be proud of that, Tom.
Yeah.